Hello everyone, TheSpectre here, back in with our Marvel Content Champs video. Today we're looking at a Moon Knight buff concept that I made. And these are purely fan-made and are not official by any means, leaked, real, etc. This was just for fun. And something I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to alternate between like maybe making a new champion and buffing an old champion. I think that's good, you know, to balance the two ideas. But yeah, let's get on to Moon Knight. So Moon Knight is one of my favorite characters ever, so I definitely wanted him to be one of my earliest buff and concepts and all that good jazz. And the goal of this buff is to really make you feel like Moon Knight. Like Moon Knight, he is a person who, you know, doesn't care if he's getting shot at. He'll just run through the bullets to get to you. So I really wanted to make you feel like Moon Knight with this buff. And yeah, first line, always active. Moon Knight's crazed mindset grants him an unstoppable passive when suffering from bleed or reverse control effects. This will come into handy once we get, you know, to the rest of his kit. Like, really handy. I'm not talking about like, oh, okay, it's nice, you know, reverse controls, you know, can help me not mess up. I'm talking really handy. Moon Knight regenerates 75% of all damage received when unstoppable. Potency is increased by plus 10% against villain champions. So you're going to be noticing a lot how Moon Knight benefits from fighting villain champions. This is because obviously, you know, Moon Knight is the Fist of Khonshu. You know, he is chosen to, you know, fight bad guys, all that good stuff. So, you know, it's really his main thing. So I really wanted to make sure he was better against villain champions, you know, than other champions. And gain one Fury buff or one Fury passive each time Moon Knight gets an attack during an opponent's special attack or gets hit by an opponent's special. These Furies go away when Moon Knight makes contact with the opponent or blocks an attack. So, like I said, with the whole he will run through your bullets, he doesn't care. If you can make yourself go unstoppable, you can just continuously like punch into the opponent's special attack whenever they're launching a special attack. You know, you're whiffing, you're getting hit by specials, you're regenerating, and so you're just going to be building up these Furies for a nice big powerful punch. Also, willpower healing is passively reduced by 25% because you will see that you are able to bleed yourself. All basic hits have a 100% chance to inflict the opponent with a weak bleed lasting X seconds. So, like, the bleeds aren't really for damage. You'll see when we get to the heavy attack. Back-to-back intercepts place a slow on the opponent for X seconds. Duration is increased by X against villains. Heavy attack. Consume all bleeds on the opponent to convert them into weakness debuffs at X% potency. Max stack X. So, this will definitely help you, you know, cushioning the blow, because obviously you probably will be taking hits from a special attack because that's part of his kit, but, you know, just to mitigate some damage. And if 10 bleeds are converted, then inflict a bleed onto himself, dealing X damage over X seconds. So that's how you make yourself go unstoppable, and that's how you access the big meat and bones of his kit. Now getting on to special attacks. Fury effects are paused during special attacks. So basically what you want to do is, once you get a special, you know, whatever special you want, 1 or 2 or 3, you just build up your Furies and then launch a special. And the special one, if you use 0.5 seconds after finishing a combo, the first hit is unblockable. And against villain champions, the first hit is always unblockable. If the moon is waxing, the special costs 20% less power. If the moon is waning, then passively gain 20% of the opponent's power. So, one thing I was thinking of is, like, right now Moon Knight is a very situational champion. He's all about the moon phase, which is cool, which is nice, which is unique, makes sense for Moon Knight, but it's not practical. But I still wanted to keep that aspect into his kit. So something like this, which is small but very nice, I thought was perfect for this. And there's something else in the special 2, so let's get to the special 2. Each hit inflicts the opponent with a disorient debuff at 15% potency for X seconds. If 6 disorients are on the opponent, remove all disorients and place the indefinite super disorient passive on the opponent. Super disorient is at 150% potency and reduces healing by 40%. So yes, big old super disorient, you know, just basically I'm thinking you use the special 2, like, I think it was 3 times? Yeah, because it has 3 hits. So yeah, just use the special 2 3 times and boom, you got indefinite super disorient. And if the moon is waxing, disorients can trigger through block. If the moon is waning, gain plus critical damage. So we have a new passive, or a new effect here. We got the Broken Bones passive. And you inflict that for X seconds. Broken Bones reduces opponent's armor rating by X and are dealt a burst of physical damage when being struck, dashing, using special attack, or charging heavy attack while suffering from a bleed. and you know the opponent's going to be bleeding pretty much the whole fight because all basic attacks inflict a bleed on the opponent. Awakened ability, Synodic Tide. So this is pretty much the same thing as Moon Knight's current awakened ability, except you get both instead of like one or the other depending on the moon cycle. Oh wait, I meant, it says and opponent's combat power rating by, okay, no, I meant to say reduces. So this is supposed to be reduces opponent's combat power rate by X to 30% based on sig level, not increased. Oops. But yeah, it's, like I said, basically his old awakened ability, except, you know, you get both of the effects at the same time, which is pretty good. I definitely think, you know, Moon Knight doesn't have the most utility. He's mainly like a fun champion that can deal a lot of damage, so I don't think this is crazy having both effects at the same time. But, you know, he could just get his old awakened ability. I think his old awakening ability is pretty good anyway. Like, I'm telling you, reducing combat power rate by 30% on the opponent is pretty crazy. You're definitely going to notice that. Increasing your own combat power rate by 30%, pretty crazy. It's Moon Knight. You're probably not going to notice it because, you know, he's Moon Knight. You know, his specials don't really do too much. But, yeah, this is the Moon Knight buff. I had really fun doing this, especially with Moon Knight. I really wanted to make you feel like Moon Knight, you know, being able to fight through opponent's special attacks when they're trying to hit you and you just don't give a fuck. That's really all Moon Knight's about, and I think I channeled that really well here. But yeah, let me know what champions you want me to buff for the next time I buff a champion, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.